actually that I was kind of lost, let's say, after the high school, and I wanted to go deeper on my inner self and actually like work on something, like put an effort on something and help someone in need. Yeah.
I always want and like to help everywhere I can, and always had the desire and the wish to help abroad, outside of my country, doing something interesting for me and also important to the world. So for me, this was an excellent opportunity, and I just went for it and did it.
My motivation to volunteer abroad was actually I was always interested in different cultures, and I always wanted to see how different people live in other countries. It was also a really great opportunity for me to improve my English, and I also really liked it. I already was able to help. Like, I came straight from school. I haven't learned anything yet. I don't have a profession yet, and already being able to help feels kind of nice.
What drew me to Lebanon is the cultural diversity. The history is really, really fascinating, and yeah, that was the reason why I took the decision. And I was hoping to learn a bit of Arabic, of course.
I was supposed to go to a university, and I really didn't want to dedicate my life to university right away. And so I was looking for ways how to travel with the purpose. And one of my friends, who was a volunteer as well in Portugal, suggested me, and here I am.
It's a culture clash, definitely. It was also really emotional, but it was also a really rewarding journey for me.
Fun, new, and giving.
Challenging, chaotic, and adventurous.
Friendship, self-growth, and helping others. It's two words, but yeah.
I would say definitely amazing, and then enriching, and for the last one I would definitely say happiness, and for me that was the most important one.
What was very funny is that very early I was known to be the bicycle guy, because literally no one is going by bike in Beirut because there are no bike lanes and the drivers are super reckless, and yeah, it's like suicide going by bike. So everybody was super worried when they saw me on the streets and everything, but I never give up my principles.
I would definitely say my trip to Cappadocia with my friends. It was amazing. I always wanted to go to Cappadocia. It was like a dream come true. We had a lot of great time together with so much experiences. We have like also great adventures, some very funny moments, and it was amazing, and I really enjoyed it.
I worked with teenage girls together, and for teenage girls, TikTok is a real big thing right now. And I lost count on how many times I walked in on girls while they were doing their TikToks. I think I'm in 100 different videos without knowing it. I don't know if you think that's funny, but like, well, you had to hear it now.
After a wine tasting, a very kind man gave us a 5 liters bottle of red wine and told us not to close it, but just to put the tap on the top.
And of course, we accidentally forgot and we closed it, and then maybe 2 weeks later when we tried to drink it, we just literally tapped the tap and it exploded in the whole kitchen. The whole kitchen, the ground, the walls, the counters, everything was in red wine, and it sounded like an explosion, and other people heard it outside of the apartment, and it was definitely a fun thing to explain to others.
Yeah.
Definitely seeing new horizons and understanding new things better, not only in others but as well for myself. I feel like when I go back home I will look at things differently, value the things that I have in life and that others maybe don't, and use this personal growth for my future life back home.
Definitely make me an happier person, a more prepared person to the world, help me a lot to grow up, to reach new objectives, new wishes, also to improve my other objectives, my other wishes. realize what I really want to do with my life and what I really want to pursue.
It definitely changed the way I see and perceive the world and the way I put myself in relationships with people a lot. And it changed a lot of my person in general, and how I will, as you said, value things when I will be back home. And it changed me, and it probably gave me a different perspective of also my future.
I think I got way more independent, and I also got a little bit more strict. I wasn't strict at all before, and this is already an improvement, so nice. And also, sounds cheesy, but I also think you grow emotionally. I think, at least for me, all the little conversations with the staff members, with the kids, they help me grow emotionally. Yeah.
Things I learned volunteering in Lebanon and that will definitely influence my future is organizing myself independently, coping with challenging situations, and reflecting my own point of view and the influences I get from my filter bubble.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.